Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Bethany, West Virginia and Bison Field. Today it's the start of the PAC Softball Championships here on the PAC Sports Network. I'm Randy Gore along with Buddy McKay for today's broadcast, and glad to have you with us for a full day of action. We have 4 games on the docket for you this morning and this afternoon. First up, we'll have the third-seeded W&J Presidents against the second-seeded Thomas More Saints, and the starting lineups being introduced at the moment. First off, the W&J Presidents with a record of 18-16 overall, 11-7 in the President's Athletic Conference. Let's give you those starters right now. Leading off and playing catcher, Abby Cunningham. Batting second is left fielder Rachel Marks. At third base, hitting third, Sadie Merrick. Emily Watson is the designated player, batting cleanup. Jen Boehm at second base hits fifth. Morgan Figura is at first base in the sixth spot. Batting seventh, Megan Staub is at short. Shalise Wilson, the right fielder, hits eighth. And Brianna Gleason out in center field for the Presidents, batting ninth in front of starting hurler Krista McCartney. Again, for the Presidents, it's Cunningham, Marks, Merrick, Watson, Boehm, Figura, Staub, Wilson, and Gleason. The second-ranked Thomas More Saints with an overall record of 23-15. They were 13-5 in the regular season of President's Athletic Conference play. Leading off is shortstop Anna Walter. Batting second, right fielder Laura Fink. At second base, Dallas Knotts hits third. Mamie Salzer is the pitcher and cleanup hitter for the Saints. Bree Apple, the designated player, hits fifth. The flex player is catcher Morgan Bowman. Sammy Sagers is out in left field hitting sixth. The seventh hitter is Jamie Ertl at third base. At first, Stacy Stewart hitting eighth, and batting ninth, Katie Luck out in center field. And as we've noted, the starting pitcher today for the Saints, Mamie Salzer. Once more for the Saints, it's Walter, Fink, Knotts, Salzer, Apple, Sagers, Ertl, Stewart, and Luck. So stage is set here for the first game of the day. Again, this is game 1 of 4 for today. We'll have at minimum 2 games for you, depending upon if there's a, if necessary, game as a third game tomorrow afternoon. But at maximum 7, at minimum 6 games for the tournament, and we're ready to begin this one, Buddy McKay.
Yeah, an exciting weekend here. Well, at least 2 days. We got Friday and Saturday. Just 4 teams in the tournament, and so you got the top 4 teams. You should expect to see very close games. Thomas More and Bethany both finishing with equal records at the top of the conference. Bethany and Thomas More split during the regular season, and Bethany getting the top seed by virtue of the tiebreaker system.
Yeah, the Bethany Bison finished with the same conference record as Thomas More at 13-5, but Bethany 5-1 against the competitive, or the teams competing in this PAC tournament, and owning the tiebreaker advantage. And therefore, here we are at Bison Field as the Thomas More Saints, the 2 seed, and taking the pitcher circle is starting hurler Mamie Salzer. Let's give you her numbers on the season. This will be her 28th appearance of the year and 21st start. She's 13-9 with a 2.43 ERA. Also has tossed 20 complete games of her 20 starts, so she very well could go the distance here this morning. Also has 5 shutouts to her credit and 1 save working in relief. In 150 innings, has allowed 132 hits, 66 runs, 52 earned, with 54 walks and 108 strikeouts. She is the conference leader in strikeouts, second in innings pitched, also second in appearances, and the conference leader in victories with 13. So W&J certainly with its hands full here in the first game of the tournament, but W&J in the regular season was 2-0 against Thomas More, defeating the Saints by decisions of 4-0 and 4-2. Once you get to tournament play, it almost doesn't matter what the tournament setup is. All bets are off. Everyone comes in 0-0, as they say.
Absolutely. That's the great part about the postseason, is you get to put all that regular season behind you and, you know, start fresh with a clean slate. And the team that's playing hot, is the team that's going to take it. And right now, Bethany is one of the hottest teams in the country. So we'll see if they can keep that streak going throughout the weekend.
And Bethany winners of 9 in a row entering the tournament. But we're ready here with the Saints and Presidents. First pitch of the ball game, and it is fouled off out of play by Abby Cunningham for strike 1. The Presidents, the reigning PAC champions, hoping to defend their crown, is Salzer ready with the 0-1. And something off speed there, in for a strike on Cunningham, quickly behind 0-2. Cunningham hitting .265 this year, the President's team leader in runs scored with 23, has a home run and 11 RBIs. 0-2 pitch, outside, 1-2. Oh, buddy, we have a great angle here behind home plate. Get to see the action on those pitches here from Salzer, and I'm sure the rest of the pitchers that we'll see this morning and afternoon.
Yeah, very, very nice shot here. Even being brought to you live on the screen, to be able to see these pitches, you can really tell exactly what's going on. You can see the movement of the ball. Not many views this well as far as, looking at the pitcher and the battery of the game.
1-2 was a ball. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed by Cunningham for strike 3. 1 out in the top of the first. So first batter faced for the conference leader in strikeouts, and perhaps no surprise, it's a strikeout. 1 down in the top of the first. We're scoreless. Rachel Marks, the left fielder for the President, steps in. Right-handed hitter. Takes up and in from Salzer. Ball 1. Slight check swing there on the appeal. Ruled no swing on Rachel Marks, so 1-0 the count. Day begins a bit overcast, but the sun's starting to peek through. 1-0, foul to the fencing behind home plate, now 1-1. And the weather forecast looks very good today, so things will only get better. The sun will only get brighter. As we're here in the northern panhandle of West Virginia. Thomas More Saints making the trip. Last year the Saints were the host of the President's Athletic Conference Softball Championships. But it was the Presidents who came away as the champions. Have a halt in play here as our home plate umpire coming over. I believe he needed some additional softballs was the issue.
Yeah, still moist out there this morning, so sure they'll be changing balls often.
1-1 pitch from Salzer. Off speed is low to Marks. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out here in the top of the first. 0-0 game. Glad to have you with us today on the PAC Sports Network. Our first ever broadcast of the PAC Softball Championships. 2-1, a strike on the inside corner. And from what we've seen here through 2 batters, Salzer doing a nice job of mixing up her speeds and pitches.
And keeping the ball down. Only 1 pitch has even been above the belt, so she's keeping it low, working the zone, working in and out.
That time inside on the 2-2 pitch, runs the count full. And you can see very early on how this right-hander has been so successful this year. Payoff pitch. High fly ball to right, chasing Fink back toward the fence, but has room to make the catch as she backpedals near the fencing. Hauls it in for out number 2.
Looked like 1 step into the warning track. Good piece of contact overall. Just a little under that one, but well driven out there.
So with 2 down, it's Sadie Merrick, third baseman for the Presidents. Merrick, a .339 hitter, 1 home run, 16 RBIs. Merrick, first pitch swinging, slices one down the right field line, and a fair ball that will be played by Fink in foul territory. It's a 2-out single for Sadie Merrick. So Merrick aboard in front of Emily Watson. Watson, the cleanup hitter, designated player today for the Presidents, hitting at a .336 clip this year. 2 home runs and 23 RBIs as she is the team leader in runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. Delivery low, taking off on the pitch is Merrick, and she'll get in uncontested as the pitch was downstairs. It's a stolen base, and catcher Morgan Bowman had a little trouble handling that low offering, and that took away any opportunity to try and throw out Merrick. So runner in scoring position now for Watson. For Merrick, that's her 3rd stolen base of the year, 3 for 4 on stolen base attempts now. 1-0 from Salzer. And this a ground ball left side of the infield, played on a hop by Anna Walter. And a solid throw to first and plenty of time to get Watson to end the inning. A hit, 1 left stranded for the Presidents. Score after the top of the first. It's W&J nothing. Thomas Moore coming to bat.
Tri-County Patriots for Independent Living is raising funds for renovation and new construction of the YWCA building on West Maiden Street in Washington. Triple is a membership organization of people with disabilities and their families, friends, and neighbors. Triple's vision is to embrace the Y's historic, uplifting character while creating a state-of-the-art, fully accessible community center. We are accepting various types of donations for the rehabilitation of the Y. Visit ywca.triple.com or call 724-223-5115 for more information.
Beachy's Place, located at 400 West Pike Street in the Meadowlands, is the restaurant and bar that has been serving home-cooked food for over 60 years. Located just minutes from the Tanger Outlets, the Meadows, and the Racetrack Road hotels, you can enjoy a different event every night like Wing Night, Speakeasy Saturday, and Build Your Own Night. On any day, you can see their culinary team hard at work bringing new flavors to the small town of Meadowlands. Visit them at beachysplace.com and see the online menu and daily specials, or call them at 724-222-7079. Beachy supports the local farms, butchers, and breweries by using their products as their ingredients every day. Beachy's Place, specializing in comfort food for local people with local flavors from a local family.
Welcome back to Bison Field as we move to the bottom of the first inning. 0-0. Thomas More will bat for the first time today as the starting pitcher for the W&J Presidents is Krista McCartney. McCartney, 23 appearances this year, 19 starts, has 11 complete games and 4 shutouts this year. 8-8 record with a 2.69 ERA, also 2 saves working in relief, and 109 1/3 innings, has allowed 107 hits, 47 runs, 42 earned, with 35 walks and 56 strikeouts. So McCartney, your starting right-hander today for W&J. She'll face Anna Walter, the reigning PAC Player of the Year, to begin the bottom of the first inning. Walter, who helped retire the side with the final out at the top of the first, on the first pitch swinging, lines one into center field, base hit.
Yeah, Walter, also the team leading in average for the Thomas More Saints, hitting .381 on the season this year. Comes out, does a nice job on the first pitch.
Now, she didn't even give me an opportunity to run through her numbers. She went up and drove the first pitch into center field, but we'll talk more about that as we go. There's a bunt that is laid down foul, and actually dangerously foul, almost a pop out, but fortunately for Laura Fink, it drops in no man's land, so to speak. So strike one on the Thomas More right fielder as Walter at first baseman for the Presidents, Morgan Figura edging in, as well as third baseman Sadie Merrick. Next pitch fouled off as well. Now 0-2 here on Laura Fink. Fink, a left-handed hitter. 0-0, bottom of the first, Saints and Presidents. First game of the PAC Softball Championships. Called strike three looking. One out in the bottom of the first.
Great 0-2 pitch there by McCartney to bring that. Looked like possibly a breaking ball that broke in right on the edge of the plate.
And Fink wanting to move the runner over, could not, so Walters remains at first with 1 out now as Dallas Knotts looks at a strike. Knotts hitting .315 this year. 1 homer, 21 RBIs. Fink before her, by the way, .359 hitter with 9 RBIs, but she's the inning's first out. Now the 0-1 to Knotts. Good breaking ball, drops in the bottom part of the strike zone. It froze up Knotts, and she's behind 0-2.
McCartney doing a great job working ahead, throwing strikes early in the count.
0-2 up at the letters. And in front again here on Dallas Knotts. 1-2 coming. Called strike three on the inside edge. Back-to-back backward Ks for Krista McCartney. 2 outs to the bottom of the first. Still at first base is Anna Walter.
Now batting the pitcher, number 33, Mamie Salzer.
Mamie Salzer going up against her pitching counterpart here, Krista McCartney. Salzer right-handed bat. Tied for first of the conference with 29 runs batted in. Runner on the move. Pitches a ball thrown to second base. Nobody covering. And a stolen bag for Anna Walter. Was backed up by center fielder Brianna Gleason. But no one was there to field the throw. Miscommunication between shortstop Staub and second baseman Jen Bain.
Nice quick throw, too, out of Cunningham.
1-0, a strike inside part of the plate.
And that's the catcher's job. You just put the ball there. You don't worry about whether someone's there or not. She did a great job coming out quick and putting the ball there.
1-1 pitch, grounded foul, third base side. Indeed, Cunningham's throw was right on the money. It was right over the second base bag, but as we said, nobody home on the throw. So runner in scoring position for the Saints. 2 outs, bottom of the first, 0-0. And the 1-2 pitch to Salzer, pulled foul, third base side, in between the third base line and the head coach of the Saints, Coach Bromhall. Lindsey Brommel in her 7th season at Thomas More, leading the Saints to 2 PAC titles. 2-time PAC Coach of the Year winner. W&J's head coach, Nicole Vitello, also a 2-time Coach of the Year award winner in the President's Athletic Conference. Winning that honor last year as the Presidents taking home the PAC crown. 1-2 pitch again, this time outside. Evens up the count 2-2 on Mamie Salzer. 2-2. Low and in, full count. Well, McCartney continues to work in front of hitters, as you described, buddy. But this time, Salzer able to battle and run the count full. First base is open. Payoff pitch. And again, pulled foul, third base side.
Yeah, dealing with the 4-hitter, you don't want to give in, so to speak. So you want to get her to chase something off the plate, especially when you're ahead. And even with the base open, I would think here that she's not going to give her anything too special.
Payoff, foul ball, right field side. Nothing, bottom of the first. Next pitch. Fought off into shallow center field for a base hit for Salzer. Rounding third is Walter. Throw to the plate is not in time. As Walter scores, it's 1-0. Throw into second base. And the out recorded, no. She is safe at second base. My apologies. Mamie Salzer is safe. So runner in scoring position and a 1-0 lead for Thomas More. Thanks to the RBI single by Mamie Salzer. She takes second on the throw to the plate. Looked like McCartney's pitch came in on the hands, but Salzer with a nice job pushing that one out into shallow center.
Yeah, and it was just soft enough for runner to be able to score. Had that been an actual hard shot, there was a good chance to throw her out at the plate.
Bree Apple, designated player, pops up the first pitch of her at bat. Catcher Abby Cunningham makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Thomas More 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left stranded after 1 inning. It's Thomas More 1, W&J nothing.
When you're seriously in debt, you know that feeling. It returns every time the phone rings. Things are out of control. A job you were counting on didn't come through, or you got sick. No matter how it got to this point, your creditors don't care or understand, but I do. It's not too late. I can help. If you're embarrassed, overwhelmed, or frustrated, don't be. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help, and you do need help. Please call me. There is a way out, and I'll get you there.
When you are in need of fast, affordable, and professional voiceovers, contact TimeAd Productions. TimeAd Productions offers voice services for business presentations, documentary narrations, radio, television, imaging, and commercials, movie trailers, corporate phone systems, websites, audiobooks, and more. Visit or contact us online at www.timeadproductions.com.
1-0 Thomas More through 1 inning in the bottom of the first. Anna Walter crossing the plate on a Mamie Salzer 2-out single to center. And so Thomas More grabbing the early lead. W&J in the second will bring up Jen Boehm, Morgan Figura, and Megan Staub.
Leading off the inning for W&J.
So a nice start for the Saints.
25, Jen Boehm.
And W&J, as we noted earlier on, winning the head-to-head meetings 2-0 against Thomas More. Victories of 4-0 and 4-2. And Presidents last year going the long route to the PAC title, losing the first game to Geneva, but rebounded for 4 straight wins to claim the championship, finishing 25-12 overall. First pitch swinging, ground ball through the left side of the infield, and a base hit for Jen Bame. And a leadoff base knock here for the Presidents. Bame before that at bat hitting .377 on the year, 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. Brings up Morgan Figueroa. Figueroa hitting at a .343 pace. No home runs, 15 runs batted in. 1-0 Thomas More, top of the second inning. Squaring to bunt, Figueroa lays it down nicely in front of home plate. Low throw from catcher Morgan Bowman, but handled very well by second baseman Dallas Knotts, covering the first base bag. So sacrifice goes 2-4, advancing to second, Jen Bame.
Lots of loose dirt out there in front of the plate. Had the field covered with the tarp last night and caused that ball just to die immediately.
Here's Morgan Staub. Staub fouls one to the fencing in our general direction, strike 1. There's some rain yesterday, late last night, maybe also into the early morning hours, but the tarp here at Bison Field keeping the infield dry. Pitch inside to Morgan Staub, 1 ball, 1 strike. But as you said, some moisture still in the early morning here as we get started in the AM for the PAC Softball Championships. 1-1 pitch, and this one lined hard on the ground. Backhanded effort by Dallas Knotts. Sets her feet, throw to first, not in time. Infield single for Megan Staub, moves Bame to third.
Nice play there just to track that ball down and keep it in the infield.
Now batting right.
I agree. I thought that ball was destined to reach the outfield, but Dallas Knotts, by backhanding the ball, keeps Bame at third. So at least for the time being, keeps the Saints in the lead. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Shalise Wilson pops up the first pitch, and a snow cone catch made by Salzer. She quickly turns and looks back Bame to third. So big pop out there for Salzer. Keeps runners right where they're at, and now 2 down in the inning.
Coming to the plate for Washington and Jefferson, center fielder number 24.
Athletic play by Salzer.
Absolutely, could have been trouble for everybody. As that, first baseman was clearly was looking to let Salzer get to that on her own. But had that dropped, anything could have happened.
Brianna Gleason, number 9 hitter in the order for the Presidents, steps in. Gleason goes after the first offering and pops it out of play. Presidents very aggressive here against Salzer. Gleason, 208 batting average, no homers, 7 runs batted in. Saints with a 1-0 lead. We're in the top of the second. Presidents at the plate. Mamie Salzer delivers. Good breaking ball. Out in front with the swing is Gleason for strike 2. Ball started up and then dropped low. Appeared to be out of the zone, and Gleason in front. Now 0-2. Salzer deals just outside for ball 1. Gleason gave that one a long look.
Yeah, got it right to the target, right where the catcher was set up. But obviously on an 0-2, you're not looking to actually throw a strike.
1-2 popped out of play. Right side of Bison Field. Skies starting to clear up as that will continue throughout the day. Started out a bit overcast. 2 on, 2 outs, 1-2 pitch, low and in toward the feet of Gleason, evens up the count. Thomas More grabbing a 1-0 lead on a Mamie Salzer RBI single in the bottom of the first. Presidents trying to match that. Here's the 2-2. Gleason, liner, right field, will drop and roll to the fence. Scoring easily is Bame. Being waved around third is Staub. And the throw will go into third. Tag put on there, not in time. Is safe with a 2-run triple. Brianna Gleason and the Presidents take a 2-1 lead.
Great shot to the fence there. Nice job to come all the way around from first and score.
Now batting number 7.
And a close play at third base, Randy.
Cunningham.
Yeah, good throw put on in that direction, and bang bang play, but Gleason able to beat it out. So Boehm and Staub score on the 2-run triple by Gleason, and back to the top of the order for the Presidents with Abby Cunningham, who struck out swinging to start the ball game. And Salzer, off-speed pitch, out in front is Cunningham, wave and a miss, strike 1. So W&J does better than matching the score. It has taken the lead. Salzer's 0-1 is low.
And still threatening with Gleason on third and their leadoff batter up.
Cunningham on the 1-1. Fly ball, pulled well, deep left, hooking foul. Had home run distance, but a foul ball.
Yeah, carried well over the fence, probably 10, 15 feet over.
Yeah, that was a good shot, but not good enough as it turns out. Wasn't straight enough, if you will. So 2-1 W&J, 2 outs, top of the second, 1-2, and a called strike 3 on the outside edge retires Cunningham, and that's the second strikeout of the morning for Mamie Salzer. But the Presidents scored 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 left aboard after 1.5. W&J 2, Thomas More 1.
Comprised of 10 private institutions and 2 affiliate members, the President's Athletic Conference remains unique in this era of high-pressure college athletics. As a charter member of NCAA Division III, PAC student athletes excel in 21 varsity sports as well as the classroom.
Academic and athletic excellence since 1955. The President's Athletic Conference.
Want to learn more? Visit us at www.pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
So who do you think you are? Walk through these gates and you'll find out. It'll take, 4 years. 4 years of rigorous academics, of grand tradition, citizenship, of making friends for life, and let's not forget, having fun. While you're doing all this, we have a job too, to ensure your success. And make no mistake, we're good at it. Welcome to Bethany, a small college of national distinction.
Bottom of the second at Bison Field, game 1 of 4 today of the PAC Softball Championships. The Presidents with a 2-1 lead over the Thomas More Saints. Saints with an RBI single in the first inning by Mamie Salzer, but the Presidents answering with a 2-run triple by Brianna Gleason. And on we go. Bottom of the second, Sammy Sagers will lead off, left-handed bat against Krista McCartney. And McCartney delivers outside, ball 1 to start the frame. Now both teams, for their base hits, striking with 2 outs. So good clutch hitting for both sides, 1-0. Low from McCartney. 2 balls and no strikes to Sagers. Sagers a .377 hitter, 1 home run, 18 RBIs. 2-0. Wave and a miss. Pitch appeared to be tailing away, but Sagers could not resist. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-1, ground ball just pushed past the pitcher, but handled from behind by second baseman Boehm. Accurate throw to first. 4-3 the out of Sagers, 1 down in the second.
Stepping to the plate, number 17, third baseman Jamie Ertl.
Jamie Ertl hitting .310 with a home run and 17 runs batted in for the Saints. 2-1 Presidents in the second inning. Pitch a strike on the inner portion of the plate. Krista McCartney, last year a first-team All-PAC selection as a sophomore. Deals a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. McCartney out of Salem, Ohio, and United Local High School. Brings a 1-1 pitch outside to right-handed hitting Jamie Ertl. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on for the Saints in the bottom of the second. 2-1 W&J. Next pitch pulled well, left field side, and again has home run distance, but a foul ball.
Yep, just a long strike, as we say, Randy.
It was the same for Abby Cunningham a half inning ago. Pulled it hard but foul. 2-2 breaking ball. Froze up Ertl, but just missed the outside corner. McCartney wanted that one, but just away.
Ertl did well. Everything was going forward. She wanted to throw the hands at it.
Payoff pitch called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. That time Ertl perhaps maybe trying to buy a ball 4 call, but not the case. Strike 3 looking. And 3 strikeouts for McCartney. All 3 have come looking. 2 outs, nobody aboard here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, Ertl, I think, was definitely looking outside again, and McCartney ran that ball in on her. Just nothing she could do with it.
Mixing it up in location. Went outside, then back in, and nothing that Ertl could do about it. First pitch of ball to Stacy Stewart, 1-0 a strike. Stewart, .297 batting average. Team leader in home runs with 4 for the Saints. 17 RBI. Offering at the letters. 2 balls and a strike. McCartney ready with the signs from Cunningham. Outside with the pitch, 3-1.
Cunningham trying to frame and get that call there, but clearly a couple inches off.
3-1, pulled left side of the infield and in the hole, stopped by Megan Staub. Ball popped out of her glove, but little chance that she would be able to throw out Stacy Stewart anyway, so an infield single for the Saints first baseman.
Now batting, number 22.
Things have to go perfect for an infielder in softball with the base distance. You know, you got even normal routine balls that you would see in a baseball game are not necessarily going to be an out on the softball field.
Katie Luck, first pitch to her, a strike. 0-1, check swing on a good off-speed pitch, but just upstairs, 1-1. Katie Luck, a .266 average, 2 homers, 15 RBI. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the second, 2-1 W&J. 1-1, check swing. Fastball this time upstairs. Yeah, if you're a speedy player at the plate, maybe a speedy left-handed hitter, you roll one into the hole at short. Almost every time you have an infield single. You can make a living on that. And there are players that have. Next pitch, a strike, 2-2. One-run lead for W&J. 2 outs, 2-2 pitch. Just missing inside again. Cunningham trying to frame the pitch. But a full count. With Stewart at first, she's on the run. 3-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. And that ends the inning. 4 strikeouts for Krista McCartney, a base hit for the Saints, and 1 left aboard. After 2, it's W&J 2, Thomas More 1.
Fully co-ed, Chatham University offers over 40 majors in the health sciences, sustainability, business, and the arts and sciences. Qualified undergraduates can also be admitted into our integrated undergraduate and graduate programs in physical and occupational therapy, physician assistant studies, and more. Live on our historic Shadyside campus or our Eden Hall campus, the first in the world built for the study of sustainability. Strong academics, Division III men's and women's sports, one-of-a-kind campus locations. Chatham.edu.
Whether you're a traditional college-bound student, busy adult, or an advanced degree seeker, Geneva College offers degree programs tailored to your professional goals and personal commitments. Online or on campus, you'll enjoy personalized attention and a supportive Christian community of inspiring scholarship. Complete your degree in business, engineering, education, counseling, or one of 50 other programs. Geneva College. Step forward, leap ahead. Head to geneva.edu to get started.
Welcome back to Bison Field. It's a 2-1 lead for W&J as we move to the third inning. Saints a 2-out single in the first inning by Mamie Salzer, scoring the game's first run. W&J answering with a 2-out triple by Brianna Gleason in the second. And here in the third, it's Rachel Marks who leads off. She's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field so far this morning. Glad to have you with us today on the PAC Sports Network. I'm Randy Gore along with Buddy McKay. Delivery upstairs to Rachel Marks, ball one. Marks hitting .230 this year, couple of homers, 1-0 pitch. Inside corner from Salzer, 1-1.
Both pitchers today putting on 5 performances, working ahead in the counts, using the thirds of the plate, moving inside and out.
Off-speed pitch, lined over the glove of second baseman Dallas Knotts and into right center field. Leadoff single for Rachel Marks.
Now batting number 5, Sadie Merrick.
Brings Sadie Merrick to the dish. She's 1 for 1, singled and stole a base in the first inning. Merrick, a senior out of Butler, PA, and Butler High School. Squares the bunt, pulls back at a pitch up high, and a pump fake by Morgan Bowman to look the runner back to first. Second baseman Dallas Knotts was covering in that vicinity. And Rachel Marks coming back to the bag successfully. 1-0 the count. Salzer working to Sadie Merrick. Merrick this time leaves the bat on her shoulder. Takes a pitch high, 2-0. Terrific day for softball here in the panhandle of West Virginia. 2-0. Bunt popped up by Merrick, and it will drop. Having just the slightest bit of trouble finding that ball in the air, and a difficult item to take care of. Morgan Bowman just made one step to her left, and the ball came down to her right, and that was enough for it to land in as a foul ball rather than a pop out.
Yeah, very lucky there, because that was a very catchable ball had she caught it straight off the bat.
2-1 bunted, fair this time, and barehand pickup by third baseman Ertl. She'll fire to Dallas Knotts covering at first. The sacrifice this time, 5-4, moves Marks to second.
Now batting, designated player number 33. Emily
Second successful sacrifice bunt this morning for W&J. Emily Watson steps in, the cleanup hitter. 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first inning. Runner in scoring position here with 1 away. 2-1 W&J in the third, offering outside from Mamie Salzer, ball one. Salzer, junior pitcher from St. Henry High School in Kentucky, comes with a 1-0. Popped up, left side of the infield, and in foul territory, drifts out of play. Salzer, as a utility player last year, was chosen as a first-team All-PAC member. 1-1. Pitch gets away from Bowman in the dirt. That's a wild pitch that moves Marks to third. That one was low and away, and tough for Bowman to stop. Wild pitch. And now 60 feet away is Rachel Marks. 2-1 W&J in the third. 2-1 pitch. Again gets away from Bowman, and hustling in to score from third is Marks. And it's 3-1 Presidents. So back-to-back wild pitches brings Marks across the pay station. And that's where doing the little things in a softball game. You lay down that sacrifice bunt. Next thing you know, 2 wild pitches later, and without the benefit of any additional base hits, Rachel Marks comes home.
Yeah, nice read.
Emily Watson still at the plate. and goes after the 3-1 tap foul back of home. You were about to say, buddy, about the wild pitch?
Well, just a nice read by the base runner. You know, you got to get your secondary, get off, and because taking home plate, Sulzer was there to cover, and that's the toughest one to get.
3-2 slow roller foul third base way.
And so you were saying doing the little things, not only the sacrifice, but also getting out on your front foot, getting a good secondary, and making that read, because timing is everything.
Payoff pitch called, strike 3. Good breaking ball, freezes up Emily Watson. 2 outs in the third. That's the third punch out of the game for Mamie Sulzer.
Now batting second baseman.
Watson knew that the whole time. She just started headed her way back after that. She was like, not much I could do. Tip your cap to the pitcher on that one. Great pitch.
Jen Bain 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. Skies this one into shallow left center field. Center fielder Katie Luck calls for it and hauls it in for the inning's final out. W&J a single, 2 wild pitches and a run scored. After 2.5, it's W&J 3, Thomas More 1.
Tri-County Patriots for Independent Living is raising funds for renovation and new construction of the YWCA building on West Maiden Street in Washington. Triple is a membership organization of people with disabilities and their families, friends, and neighbors. Triple's vision is to embrace the Y's historic, uplifting character while creating a state-of-the-art, fully accessible community center. We are accepting various types of donations for the rehabilitation of the Y. Visit ywca.triple.com or call 724-223-5115 for more information.
Beachy's Place, located at 400 West Pike Street in the Meadowlands, is the restaurant and bar that has been serving home-cooked food for over 60 years. Located just minutes from the Tanger Outlets, the Meadows, and the Racetrack Road hotels, you can enjoy a different event every night like Wing Night, Speakeasy Saturday, and Build Your Own Night. On any day, you can see their culinary team hard at work bringing new flavors to the small town of Meadowlands. Visit them at beachysplace.com and see the online menu and daily specials, or call them at 724-222-7079. Beachy supports the local farms, butchers, and breweries by using their products as their ingredients every day. Beachy's Place, specializing in comfort food for local people with local flavors from a local family.
Bottom of the third inning, W&J holding a 3-1 lead over the Thomas More Saints. Anna Walter, who led off the first inning with a single and scored a run that frame, will start this third for the Saints. She takes inside ball 1.
Yeah, she jumped out on that first pitch, drove it up the middle. Nice job. Didn't even give you time to say anything nice about her.
That's right. One of the best hitters in the PAC, and she proved why on one pitch in the first inning. She pulls one foul here along the third base side. 5th in the conference in average, hitting .381. Tied for first of the conference in runs scored, entering the day with 36. Leads the conference in hits with 48. Here's the 1-1. Ball pulled well down the left field line, hooking foul. And yet again, one with home run distance, but is yanked foul. Third time we've had that happen for one of these batters today. 2 for the Saints and 1 for the Presidents. Also more numbers on Walter. First in the league in doubles with 18. And second in hit by pitch. 1-2, one hopper fielded by Bame at second. Throw to first. Retires Walter this time. And it's out number 1 in the third.
Always a big out whenever you can get Walter.
Now batting.
Did what she could with that one, just kind of threw the bat at it with 2 strikes. Had to go after a pitch that may have been out of the zone, a little bit outside, but too close to take.
Laura Fink stabs at a bunt attempt and misses strike 1. Even though that was a ground out, you can see the hitting ability of Walter with the way she adjusted to that pitch. As you said, that with 2 strikes, knew she had to make contact there. And she made pretty good contact, all considering. Here's a slow roller to third, fielded by Merrick. Throw across, not in time, beating it out, tumbling down. But beating it out is Laura Fink with a 1-out single.
And there's your left-handed ground ball to the left side for the infield hit.
Now batting number
left-handed hitter with good
Dallas
speed. Again, you can make a living out of that. And Fink proves exactly what we were talking about a short time ago. So 1-out single for Fink. Saints trailing by 2, but a runner on now. Here's Dallas Knotts. Strike on the inside quarter. on the breaking ball. Knott struck out looking in the first inning. 0-1. Inside corner again for strike two. Knott's third in the conference in sacrifice bunts, but this obviously not a bunting situation with 2 strikes and 1 out in the frame. 0-2. Up and in this time with a fastball. Krista McCartney, today's starting pitcher for W&J. That time 2 off-speed pitches on the inside quarter. Came at her with the heater. Up and in. 1-2. Outside part of the plate. Liner caught by Bame. Throw to first. Double play. So Fink doubled up on that line drive hit by Knotts. So the side is retired. After 3, W&J 3, Thomas More 1.
When you're seriously in debt, you know that feeling. It returns every time the phone rings. Things are out of control. A job you were counting on didn't come through, or you got sick. No matter how it got to this point, your creditors don't care or understand, but I do. It's not too late. I can help. If you're embarrassed, overwhelmed, or frustrated, don't be. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help, and you do need help. Please call me. There is a way out, and I'll get you there.
When you are in need of fast, affordable, and professional voiceovers, contact TimeAd Productions. TimeAd Productions offers voice services for business presentations, documentary narrations, radio, television, imaging, and commercials, movie trailers, corporate phone systems, websites, audiobooks, and more. Visit or contact us online at www.timeadproductions.com.
Glad to have you along today on the PAC Sports Network. 3-1 in the 4th inning as we approach the top of the 4th. Morgan Figueroa, Megan Staub, and Shalise Wilson will bat for the Presidents against Mamie Salzer, today's starting pitcher for Thomas More. Game 1 of 4 on the docket on the network today. Part of day 1 of the PAC Softball Championship Tournament. Thomas More, the 2 seed, W&J, the 3 seed in this contest. Top seeded and host Bethany will face St. Vincent, scheduled for a noon start time. And we'll have all the action of the softball championships today and tomorrow on the network. First pitch ground ball back to Salzer by Morgan Figueroa. Handled nicely by Salzer. Quick throw to first, 1 out.
We're expecting a very competitive tournament this weekend. All these teams, pretty even overall. Bethany running away at the end of the season with a 9-game win streak, but for the most part, these top 4 teams are, very close in ability and skill.
Yeah, these teams, you look at what they've done against each other head-to-head for the most part, kind of beating each other up. 1-0 pitch, a strike on the outside quarter to Megan Staub. 3-1 Presidents in the top of the 4th, 1 out. And if not for Bethany's hot streak at the end of the season, it would have been even more so a muddled picture in the conference. Ground ball to third, handled nicely by Ertl. Throw a little low, but Stewart on the back end plays it. And the ground out goes 5-3. 2 up, 2 down for W&J here in the 4th. Now it's Shalise Wilson who popped out to Salzer in the 2nd. Could be the first 1-2-3 inning of the day for Salzer. Offering high, ball 1. With the help of a double play, line out double play a half inning ago, McCartney had the first 1-2-3 inning of the contest, but not your conventional kind. 1-0, skied to left, pulled well, hooking. And let's see, it is a foul ball. Home plate area, and also down the third base line, third base coaching box. W&J's head coach Nicole Vitello, was pleading that might be a home run. Gave the Carlton Fisk type body language, if you will. Now the third base umpire going to congregate with his umpiring crew as Nicole Vitello wants him to ask for some help, although he clearly has the best vantage point, perhaps the only other person you could help him out would be the home plate umpire, but that one was pretty close, I have to tell you that. It was that close I had to wait on it.
Yeah, Coach Vitello thinking, I mean, kind of what I saw. She thought, yep.
Wow, they're going to say home run. Home plate umpire overturns the call, and that is a solo homer for Shalise Wilson, and the President's lead expands to 4-1.
I was watching the third base umpire who was out, into the outfield when he made that call. But I think that Coach Vitello was watching the home plate umpire, and I think she saw him maybe make a gesture that he thought it was fair, and that's why she ended up more or less appealing or making an appeal to the third base umpire to at least ask.
Now batting for W&J, number 24, Brianna Gleason.
So Shalise Wilson with her first home run of the season. It couldn't come at a better time in the PAC tournament. 10th RBI of the year for Wilson, and W&J's lead expands to 4-1. And now, as you might expect, Thomas Moore's head coach, Lindsey Bromhall, is arguing the call, wants to know why it was overturned, and giving it to the third base umpire at the moment, but call has been made now.
Yeah, one way or the other, the home plate umpire he's the field general when it comes down to it.
And the home plate umpire now giving his explanation of his line of sight and how he saw the trajectory of that fly ball. So one finally straightened out enough. We've seen previously 3 balls to deep left field that were yanked foul. This one fair at the foul pole area, and so it results in a solo homer for Shalise Wilson and a 4-1 lead for W&J. And no 1-2-3 inning for Mamie Salzer, as it turns out. So controversial home run in the 4th goes in favor of the Presidents. And now it's Brianna Gleason, who struck a 2-run triple in the 2nd inning. Pops up on the first pitch here. Shortstop Walter calls for it, hauls it in, inning over. 2-out solo homer by Shalise Wilson expands the President's lead. Score after 3.5. W&J 4, Thomas More 1.
Faith and freedom are far-reaching matters for us. The freedom to pursue a calling in life and the faith that it will make a big difference. The freedom to use the value of an education to pay it forward and a Christian faith to make it count. At Grove City College, faith and freedom create opportunities. And that's why faith and freedom matter.
Bottom of the 4th, Mamie Salzer will start things off for Thomas More as the Saints trail W&J 4-1 in this bottom of the 4th inning. Salzer with an RBI single in the 1st at the time put the Saints in front 1-0, but the Presidents scoring 4 straight runs. Here's one pulled foul by Salzer, third base side. It was 1-0 Saints after 1. W&J 2 runs in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, and 1 a half inning ago on a solo homer by Shalise Wilson that was initially ruled foul and then overturned by the home plate umpire is a fair ball and solo homer. Pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Krista McCartney working here on Salzer. 1-1. Fastball away. McCartney's next pitch pulled down the left field line. Diving effort made by Rachel Marks, but short hops her glove, and Salzer with a leadoff single. A scrambling throw to the infield, but Salzer eyeing that carefully, but stops at first.
Still a few innings left here for Thomas More. Going to have to put some of W&J's chemistry to work. As we talked about, W&J doing a nice job of advancing runners and doing the little things. That one run scored off the home run, but really not a big difference in the two box scores other than the runs for these two teams.
The hit by Salzer, her second of the day, and the fifth of the day for the Saints. Bree Apple, first pitch of ball to her, 1-0 inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Apple popped out to third in her first AB. Now Thomas More, you mentioned still a few innings to work with. The Saints team batting average second best in the conference, leading the conference in runs scored with 220, second in the conference in home runs. So there's a lot of firepower in this Thomas More offense. So it's 4-1 right now, but stay tuned.
Yeah, Thomas More and St. Vincent are the two basic leaders, team leaders in offensive categories throughout the season.
2-0 a strike, 2-1 on Bree Apple, right-handed hitting designated player. Runner at first, nobody out in the fourth. 2-1 from McCartney, strike on the inside part of the plate. Pitch started over the plate, then tailed in on the right-handed batter. 2-2. Ground ball pulled foul, third base side. Backhanded and stopped by Sadie Merrick, but again a foul ball. Bree Apple, a freshman on this Thomas More roster out of Amelia, Ohio, and Batavia High School. Ground ball through the left side of the infield, base hit. Back-to-back singles starts the fourth for the Saints. Now starting to string some hits together. See if Thomas More can keep that rolling. Trailing by 3. Now Sammy Sagers, who's 0 for 1. Sagers, another freshman in this batting lineup out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and Oak Hills High School. 2 on, nobody out. Bunt laid down. Left side of the infield, and this is in no man's land as it is eventually played by the shortstop Megan Staub. Wheel play was on defensively there for the W&J Presidents, and as a result of that, bunted in the perfect spot by Sagers, and the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Yeah, excellent read by Sagers. Great push bunt.
Number 17, Jamie
Ball almost
Ertl.
ended up in the outfield.
If not for an alert play made by Staub, who stopped in her tracks and returned to her shortstop position. Could have been more, but bases loaded now. And the Saints trailing by 3 in position for a big inning as Jamie Ertl, who struck out looking in the second inning, will step in next.
Courtesy runner. 3 for 1 at second base.
And we have a courtesy runner in for Bree Apple. And that'll be Kayla Fulcher. I'd like to thank Jared Plate, the sports information director here at Bethany College, for all of his work in helping us set up here, number 1, and also with his assistance today. Great vantage point behind home plate for us as far as our camera position as well. Our first ever broadcast of the PAC Softball Championships. And we hope you're enjoying it. Game 1 of 4 today. Have at least 2 more tomorrow.
More number 3, Kayla Fulcher.
As a PAC champion will be born tomorrow. A new PAC champion. If W&J has its way, it'll be a returning champion. Pitch outside to Jamie Ertl, ball 1. Thomas More, of course, with other thoughts here. With the bases loaded, nobody out of the bottom of the 4th. Ertl pops up the 1-0 pitch, third base side, over the Thomas More dugout, and out of play. Thomas More located in the third base dugout. The Presidents and the first base dugout, naturally. Presidents with the black uniforms, red numerals and lettering, white trim. Saints, gray tops, blue lettering, black trim, black numerals, blue trim. Ball, soft pop, and foul territory. Nice reaching catch made by Sadie Merrick. 1 down of the inning. Bases stay loaded. Not an easy play there for Merrick, as she had to reach up across her body to make the catch on that one. Trying to help out was shortstop Megan Staub, but could have very well been a foul ball. But yeah, Merrick making a nice play. Now strike delivered to Stacy Stewart.
It's one of the toughest things for a corner infielder to do is to go straight back over that line.
Pitch outside for a ball. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. McCartney deals a strike. Inside corner. Runner at third, Sulzer. 2-1, pulled to deep left, hooking, and will get foul. And now, as you might expect, Thomas Moore's head coach Lindsey Bromall got a looking down toward the home plate umpire, wanting that to be a home run call, but that one was clearly foul. And I think
and again, she went to ask just to say, "Are you sure?"
I don't think the home plate umpire took that too kindly.
No, that one was 20 feet wide of the post. No questions, but.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Stacy Stewart. She's 1 for 1 with a single this morning. Takes low and away. Now the count is full. No place to put Stewart with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. Bases loaded walk brings home a run. Crossing the plate from third is Mamie Sulzer, and the Saints trim the score to 4-2.
And that's the first walk of the game by my count, Mr. Gore. And a costly one at that.
Yeah, first walk for either pitcher, and for W&J comes at the wrong time. A bases loaded walk, RBI for Stewart. And obviously in contrast comes at the perfect time if you're Thomas Moore. Strike delivered to Katie Luck. Luck 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Bases remain loaded, still just 1 out. 4-2 W&J. Ground ball on a hot plate on the knees by Bame. Up to her feet, throw to first, out there. But in to score from third on the RBI ground out is the courtesy runner, Kayla Fulcher. And so Thomas Moore makes it a 1-run game, 4-3.
Bame almost had the opportunity to get the tag on and make a double play unassisted there.
Now batting number
which would have
10,
got the Presidents out of that inning. But she was down on her knee when she fielded that. Just enough distance between her and the runner.
We have a pinch runner in for Stacy Stewart. And Taylor Reisenberg checking in for Stewart. So Sagers at third, Eisenberg now at second base. 1-run game. A bases loaded walk and an RBI ground out has brought the Saints back to within 1. And with the order turned over, not the player, if you're W&J, you want to face with runners in scoring position. It's Anna Walter for Thomas Moore. Walter takes inside, ball 1.
No, and with the base open, I don't expect her to see a good pitch to hit at all.
One-0. Outside, 2-0. Yeah, this could be one of those intentional walk situations, if you will.
Yeah, there's no reason to give this girl's hands a chance.
2-0, and that one coming up and in, and still able to pull that one hard but foul was Walter for strike 1. Oh, good job by McCartney, though. While that was certainly a well-driven ball by Walter, the only thing she could do was pull it foul by the location.
Yeah, Walton definitely with the ability to make McCartney pay on any mistake and score 2 runs and give Thomas Moore the lead back.
To likely hear over our crowd mic, a very enthusiastic Thomas Moore dugout area after striking for 2 runs in this 4th inning. 2-1 pitch, a ball, now 3-1. And another one roped foul. Runs the count full, but again, good location by McCartney. If Walter's going to make good contact, it's going to have to be a foul ball.
Yeah, she's seen 5 pitches, and I don't know that any of them were strikes.
Now the payoff. First base is open, and a liner that is a fair ball down the right field line. Playing it into the corner, Shalise Wilson. 1 in to score, 2 in to score. Headed for third and stopping there, standing up. Anna Walter with a 2-run triple, and Thomas Moore grabbing a 5-4 lead.
What a great job by Walton. That ball wasn't even in the zone. Easily could have been a walk. But Walton just great hands, great ability.
Now batting
Paint that ball down the right field line. One of the hardest things to do as a batter is to go opposite field and do that, and she did that with authority.
Laura Fink now pitches strike to her on the inside corner. She's 1 for 2 with a single. Tell you what, this is the first time we've had a look at Walter today, and very impressive at the plate. Good hands. 0-1. Outside for a ball. As a result of Walter's 2-run triple, the Saints with a 5-4 lead now. Crooked number on the board here in the bottom of the 4th for Thomas Moore. And you mentioned it during the at-bat, as we'll have to get to that in a moment. Here's a 1-hopper to third, played by Merrick. Throw to first in time to retire Fink, and that sets aside the Saints, but not before. Thomas Moore scores 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors, 1 left on after 4 innings. Thomas Moore 5, W&J 4.
For nearly 150 years, Teal College has provided a high-quality liberal arts education with excellent career preparation to students across the country and world. If you're looking for the right combination of academic challenge, personal involvement, and exceptional value, then it's time to discover the Teal difference. To learn more about a Teal College education, visit www.teal.edu and follow us at Teal College. Join the conversation using the hashtag Teal difference.
I'm Erica Gunther, and I'm a nursing student here at Thomas More College. Everybody knows each other. You can't go 10 feet down the hallway without saying hi to probably 3 people that you know from either a classroom or a sport or from meeting from one of the clubs or organizations here on campus, because we have so many of them. They want to show you what college is going to be like. You're a student and you're going to behave like a professional in your environment, because that's what they're training you to be. Thomas More College is preparing me for success as a nurse.
We head to the 5th. Thomas Moore taking the lead for the 2nd time today. A 4-run bottom of the 4th inning. An RBI bases loaded walk by Stacy Stewart, an RBI ground out by Katie Luck, and a 2-run, 2-out triple by Anna Walter down the right field line to give the Saints a 5-4 lead. And I wanted to mention this about Anna Walter, and you noted it during her at-bat that prior to the base hit, she had not seen a pitch in the strike zone, and the ball she hit wasn't in the strike zone either. And just a great at-bat by Walter, and able to place one neatly down the right field line and scoring a pair of runs. And she got to third standing up, too. It was a triple and not even close.
Yeah, I mean, she, like an artist, she painted that line with a line drive down the right side. And I'm still just impressed with how she was even able to do that. There's not many players, male or female, that can pull that off.
Abby Cunningham leads off the 5th for W&J. Pitch up and in for ball 1 as Cunningham ducked low, evading the pitch coming in her direction. Cunningham 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts. Salzer's 1-0 breaking ball drops in the zone for a strike. Now W&J has scored at least a run over the last 3 innings. So we'll see if the Presidents have an answer. 1-1. Fly ball, slicing foul into the right field foul corner. Oh, what a great way to start the PAC Championships. This has been a fun game.
Yeah, we expect a very competitive tournament. Not really a dominant pitcher in the conference overall from the standpoint of somebody that's just flat out shut down. A lot of offense overall in the conference.
1-2, up and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now what we've seen statistically speaking, while there's certainly some very good individual pitchers, it appears that the conference is top heavy in terms of hitting. And, well, we're at a 5-4 game in the middle innings right now. Payoff pitch now to Cunningham. Into right field, base hit. Played on a hop throw to first. Not in time. Safe at first, Abby Cunningham with her first base hit of the day.
And just to elaborate on how good the hitting is, there's been some great opposite field hitting, which, as I mentioned, is it's really the hardest thing to do in all of sports. Is if the hardest thing to do is to hit a baseball or a softball in all of sports, well, then the hardest thing to do is to hit it opposite field.
And doing it right there, Abby Cunningham. So she's on with a leadoff single. Now it's Rachel Marks, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. She squares the bunt, and off the end of the bat, almost into your living room, or wherever you might be watching this game, on your computer or mobile phone, iOS device. Glad to have you with us today on the PAC Sports Network. The very mobile PAC Sports Network as it can be. 5-4 Saints leading. Roller right side of the infield. Handled by Dallas Knott. She'll throw to first to retire Rachel Marks. That was her only play, as that ball hit too slowly for Knotts to do anything else. Cunningham advances from first to second.
Now batting, number 5, third baseman Sadie Merrick.
Sadie Merrick, 1 for 2. There's going to be 1 for 1 as a single and a sacrifice bunt to her credit today. And rolls one hard but foul, third base side. Nothing but blue skies above us now here at Bison Field in West Virginia. Thomas Moore with a 1-run lead. Top of the 5th, runner in scoring position at second base for Sadie Merrick.
While Marks didn't get that bunt down, did her job by advancing the runner with a ground ball to the right side.
0-1 inside corner. And just as good as a sacrifice bunt. Productive outs. That's what you look for. If you're not going to get the base hit, look for the productive out. Or productive at-bat in some way, shape, or form. 0-2 pitch up and in. 1-2 now on right-handed hitting Sadie Merrick. One-two pitch. High from Mamie Salzer, 2-2. One ball and 2 strikes the count. It'll stay that way. Ball pulled foul. And good eye, Mr. Buddy McKay. New pitcher in for Thomas Moore. Not Mamie Salzer, but Dallas Knotts in the contest here in the pitcher's circle. We'll give you the second baseman here momentarily. Ground ball to third. Handled by Ertl. Throw across to retire Merrick, 5-3. Cunningham advances to third.
Now batting, number 33, Emily Watson.
So Salzer going from the pitcher's circle to left field. Sammy Sagers from left to second. It was Sagers, by the way, earlier on in this 5th inning that we gave credit to Knotts making good play defensively to retire Rachel Marks. That was Sagers. So it's Knotts in the pitcher's circle working in relief. And 0-1 pitch outside to Emily Watson, ball 1. Pitching numbers on Dallas Knotts, 6-3 record with a 3.74 ERA. Works Watson outside, 2 balls and a strike. This is the first relief appearance of the season for Dallas Knotts. Has made 11 starts prior. 2-1, wave and a miss by Watson, strike 2.
26 strikeouts in those 11 starts.
So Dallas Knotts with a 2-2 pitch. Tapper foul, third base side. Runner at third, Abby Cunningham with 2 outs. Watson on the 2-2 pitch. Another tapper that rolls slowly foul, third base side. 2-2. Liner slices foul, left field line. Count stays the same. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, for Mamie Salzer, 4 innings of work today, allows 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 3 strikeouts and no walks. And now Dallas Knotts taking over in the 5th for Thomas Moore. And again, Salzer in left field. Sammy Sagers goes from left to second with Knotts in the pitcher's circle. Another 2-2 from Knotts, and a roller just past her glove and will get through the middle, base hit. W&J ties the game. A 2-out single by Emily Watson brings home Cunningham, and we're even 5-5.
What a great game so far. Teams battling back and forth. Thomas Moore taking a 1-0 lead in the first. W&J coming right back in the second to take the lead. Thomas Moore there in the bottom of the 4th put up 4 to take the lead at 5-4. Neither one of these teams willing to tuck tail and run.
5-5 now. With a runner at first, Jen Boehm, 0-1 pitch, hit well, deep left center field, way back, it's gone. 2-run homer for Jen Boehm, and W&J not only ties the game, but has now taken a 2-run lead, 7-5.
That ball was a shot, Randy. That thing went out of here like a laser, probably 50 feet over the fence. No doubt about it from the moment it left the bat.
Boehm's 3rd home run of the year in RBIs 17 and 18. W&J up 7-5, and the topsy-turvy game continues. Bases empty as all runs scoring after 2 outs here in the 5th. And most of the runs in this game for both sides have scored after 2 outs. Now Dallas Knotts working in relief, but W&J able to strike. And speaking of strike 1 on Morgan Figueroa. Oh, 1 pitch. Bounding ball, foul, third base side. Figueroa 0 for 1 today. Sack bunt back in the 2nd. Bases empty at the moment. 2-run lead for W&J, 2 outs in the 5th. And a foul ball off the body of catcher Morgan Bowman. Up to her feet as she walks that off. Was jogging after the foul ball, but overall just trying to regroup here as our home plate umpire will dust off home plate, allowing Bowman a few extra seconds to again regroup and get healthy here. Couple of home runs in this game for W&J. A solo homer by Shalise Wilson. A 2-run homer in this 5th by Jen Boehm. 0-2. Bounding ball. Played on a hop by pitcher Knotts. Throw to first. Ends the inning with W&J 3 runs on 3 hits. And a big 2-run blast by Jen Boehm. After 4.5, it's W&J 7. Thomas Moore 5.
I'm proud to be a president because I've been taught to be a leader, not just through what I say, but through what I do. Hi, I'm Zach, and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Becca, and I'm a freshman.
Hi, I'm Nate, and I'm a sophomore.
I really like W&J and decided to come here because they offered me a great balance between academics and athletics, and both are very important to me, and that's something that's tough to find.
I know W&J is going to give me a great foundation.
W&J has given me a start, and with that start, I can go anywhere.
My name is Rick Dorman, and I work in higher education. Parents ask me which colleges they should consider for their children. I know they're looking for an advantage. Like merit scholarships, which could total $80,000, opportunity for student involvement, or even dedicated personal faculty. And as president of Westminster College, I can assure them that their child will gain that here. So if you want an advantage, consider Westminster.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for Thomas Moore.
Thomas Moore trailing again now 7-5 to W&J as the Presidents with a 3-run top of the 5th. We're in the bottom half. Dallas Knotts is now the pitcher working in relief. She gave up the 3 runs to W&J a half inning ago. So certainly would like to atone for that and start off another rally in the bottom of the 5th. Krista McCartney delivers up and in, ball 1. Knott's at the plate today, 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the first, lined into a double play in the 3rd. 1-0. Ground ball right side. Handled by Boehm. Sets her feet, throws to first. 1 out. Boehm, the player with the big 2-run homer, and that was a shot, Buddy McKay.
Yeah, that was literally a missile.
Boehm, last year's second team All PAC selection as a junior, having another very good senior season. Strike on the outside corner to Mamie Sulzer, who's now out in left field for the Saints. She's 2 for 2, a couple of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. 7-5 W&J, 0-1 pitch inside.
That's Boehm's 3rd home run on the season. Team leader for the Presidents as far as home runs go.
1-1. Pulled hard but foul, left field side. We've seen plenty of those today, and this is just the first game of the PAC Softball Championships here in day 1.
Is this like Colorado? I mean, is the air just thinner? Is the ball just flies here?
Apparently in left field it is. 1-2. Poked out of play right side of Bison Field this time. Beautiful sun-splashed morning here in West Virginia. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. We started out under overcast skies, but we knew they would brighten up, and they did so in a hurry. 2-2 pitch. Sulzer jammed, soft pop, foul territory, drops in play and out of reach of the W&J infielders. So Sulzer lives to see another pitch. Count 2-2 on her. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 5th. Next pitch from McCartney is outside. Off speed and well away. Sulzer refusing to chase after it. Now on the payoff pitch. Outside again, ball 4. Now, if not for a line-out double play in the 3rd inning, Thomas Moore has had action on the bases every inning.
Now batting number 1, Bree Appel.
Well, therefore had a base runner at least every inning, even though that one was doubled off.
Strike delivered by McCartney to Bree Apple. 1 for 2, a single. Courtesy runner Fulcher scored. Takes outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first with 1 out. 7-5 W&J. Inside, ball 2.
Including this one, still 3 at-bat innings for Thomas Moore, so you know, I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing a sacrifice at this point just to get the 1 run. But again, you know, you could go to 2 outs and just have a runner on second.
Ground ball to 3rd, knocked down by Merrick. Throw to second out there onto first, not in time. Force out of Sulzer is the inning 2nd out. That goes 5-4. And Apple on the bases.
Now batting second baseman number 9.
I mentioned earlier Thomas Moore in the top 2 categories pretty much across the board offensively. But the one category I did notice, they're named towards the bottom, 8th in sacrifice bunts on the season. And so they like to hit them in, Randy.
American League ball.
Yeah.
Put them on and drive them home. Don't worry about moving them around. Just go for the big blast or big hit. 0-1 pitch, a strike. 0-2 the count on Sammy Sagers. Sagers 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. 0-1. Ground ball left side of the infield. Sliding to her right is Megan Staub. And the throw to first in time. 5-3 retires, or excuse me, 6-3 retires Sagers. And the inning is over. A walk, one left on for Thomas More. Score after 5. W&J 7, Thomas More 5.
My name is Rick Dorman, and I work in higher education. Parents ask me which colleges they should consider for their children. I know they're looking for an advantage. Like merit scholarships, which could total $80,000, opportunity for student involvement, or even dedicated personal faculty. And as president of Westminster College, I can assure them that their child will gain that here. So if you want an advantage, consider Westminster.
Tri-County Patriots for Independent Living is raising funds for renovation and new construction of the YWCA building on West Maiden Street in Washington. Triple is a membership organization of people with disabilities and their families, friends, and neighbors. Triple's vision is to embrace the Y's historic, uplifting character while creating a state-of-the-art, fully accessible community center. We are accepting various types of donations for the rehabilitation of the Y. Visit ywca.triple.com or call 724-223-5115 for more information.
Dallas Knotts will stay in for her second inning of relief against the W&J Presidents in this top of the sixth inning. Megan Staub, Shalise Wilson, and Brianna Gleason to bat for the Presidents. Bottom of the order, 7-5 W&J in front. And a high fly ball to left. Salzer back toward the fence, reaches up, makes the catch in fair territory in the corner, right underneath the much debated foul pole today. And it's out number 1. We see that in reference to Shalise Wilson's home run in the fourth inning as she comes to bat now. Wilson hit a fly ball to deep left over the fence that was initially ruled a foul ball by the third base umpire and then overruled upon head coach Nicole Vitello. The Presidents asking for some help for the third base umpire, and then the home plate ump said home run. And ends up being a solo shot for Shalise Wilson. Here's a ground ball in the hole at short, handled by Anna Walter. Accurate throw, and in time retires Wilson. 2 outs here in the sixth, very quickly for Dallas Knotts.
Now batting number 24, Brianna Gleason.
Presidents have yet to have been retired in order today, as Brianna Gleason had the first big hit of the day, a 2-run 2-out triple in the second inning. At the time, gave the Presidents a 2-1 lead. We've had plenty of run scoring from both sides today. Gleason takes a strike, the upper part of the zone, inner portion of the plate. Thomas More, 1 run in the first, 4 runs in the fourth. W&J 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 3 in the fifth. 0-1. Good breaking ball dropping in from Dallas Knotts. 0-2 on Gleason. Next pitch, up and away, 1-2. Brianna Gleason, senior outfielder out of Ambridge High School in the western Pennsylvania area, Beaver County. Rolls one foul back of home plate. One, two. Called strike 3 looking on the inside edge. That ends the inning. First 1-2-3 inning for a Thomas More pitcher. After 5.5, it's W&J 7, Thomas More 5.
Beachy's Place, located at 400 West Pike Street in the Meadowlands, is the restaurant and bar that has been serving home-cooked food for over 60 years. Located just minutes from the Tanger outlets, the Meadows, and the Racetrack Road hotels, you can enjoy Different event every night like Wing Night, Speakeasy Saturday, and Build Your Own Night. On any day, you can see their culinary team hard at work bringing new flavors to the small town of Meadowlands. Visit them at beachiesplace.com and see the online menu and daily specials, or call them at 724-222-7079. Beachy supports the local farms, butchers, and breweries by using their products as their ingredients every day. Beachy's Place, specializing in comfort food for local people with local flavors from a local family.
It begins here on a beautiful campus in southwestern Pennsylvania. At Waynesburg University, students become leaders in education, in business, in government, and science. They learn to tackle real-world issues with innovation and purpose, and are prepared for these roles within a community that fosters spiritual growth. Waynesburg University, a tradition of faith since 1849.
More. Number 17.
Glad to have you with us today on the PAC Sports Network. Our first ever broadcast of the PAC Softball Championships. And Jamie Ertl leads off the bottom of the sixth for Thomas Moore, who trails this one 7-5 to the Washington and Jefferson Presidents. Ertl accepts a strike from Krista McCartney. 0 for 2 today is Ertl, a strikeout and a pop fly in foul territory to third baseman Sadie Merrick. That came in the fourth inning. 0-1 pitch high, 1 ball, 1 strike. McCartney's 1-1, away, 2-1.
McCartney still looking strong on the mound, working in and out. Nice pitch there, nice spot.
Just missed. McCartney wanted that pitch for a strike, doesn't get it. 3-1. Three-1 to Ertl. Called a strike on the inside corner. That time McCartney shakes her head, and I think that's because that was basically the same spot. It was a ball the first time, a strike the second time. Nonetheless, here we go. 3-2. And in on the hands, popped up by Ertl. Count will stay the same. Now this has been a seesaw battle, and with Thomas Moore's prowess with the bats, don't go away yet. Payoff pitch. Yanked foul, left field side. Battling at bat here for Jamie Ertl. Ertl, sophomore, out of Macaulay High School. Takes low and in. Ball 4, leadoff walk for Ertl and the Saints. And 108 pitches now for Krista McCartney today on that walk to Ertl.
Now batting number 18, Stacy Stewart.
Just the second walk overall of the game, right? Both of them were administered by third walk of the game.
Yeah, 3 walks now. 1 over the last 3 innings for Krista McCartney. And all have belonged to McCartney. Ball 1 to Stacy Stewart. She is the recipient of one of those free passes, and that came with the bases loaded in the 4th inning to score a run. Strike 1 delivered on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stewart is 1 for 1 today. A single, a walk, run scored, and an RBI. Ground ball slowly hit toward third. Handled by Merrick. Throw to second. Force out just in time to get Jamie Ertl. 1 away. Fielder's choice allows Stacy Stewart to reach.
Big out there to get the lead
22,
runner.
Katie Luck.
Much more important, especially in a 2-run game. You don't want to, that could have put Thomas Moore with a base runner in scoring position there. Good cutoff.
Looks like we're going to have a change here for Thomas Moore. And with Katie Luck already out near the batter's box area, standing to the right of your video screen, we're going to have a new runner for Stacy Stewart, a pinch runner. And this will be Krista Sumi. So Sumi into pinch run with 1 out in the 6th inning. And now we're going to have the grounds crew tend to the second base bag. Looks like the base on that last play came up a little bit, and so our base umpire Wants that repositioned. And so that'll be taken care of here by the grounds crew. I may want to make sure, number one, everything is in its proper place, but most importantly, it's in a safe position for the athletes out on the field.
Yeah, you know, a base up, raised up a couple inches. Obviously, could be a little topsy-turvy, very easily give way to an ankle, either defensively or offensively.
Base settled back in.
Now on first base for Thomas
And it
Moore.
looks like
Number 14,
everything is
Sumi.
to the pleasure of our umpiring crew, so ready to return to action. Sumi at first is the pinch runner. Katie Luck 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out in the 4th inning. Thomas Moore trailing 7-5 to W&J. Lead has changed hands 4 times in this game. Ball 1 to Katie Luck. Left-handed hitting Luck on the 1-0. Strike on the outside corner. Luck, a senior outfielder out of Mainville, Ohio, and Little Miami High School. 1-1. And a liner snared by the shortstop. Staub, throw back into first, double play. Second line out double play of the game turned by the W&J defense. A walk, nobody left on thanks to the twin killing, and after 6, it's W&J 7, Thomas Moore 5.
When you're seriously in debt, you know that feeling. It returns every time the phone rings. Things are out of control. A job you were counting on didn't come through, or you got sick. No matter how it got to this point, your creditors don't care or understand, but I do. It's not too late. I can help. If you're embarrassed, overwhelmed, or frustrated, don't be. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help, and you do need help. Please call me. There is a way out, and I'll get you there.
When you are in need of fast, affordable, and professional voiceovers, contact TimeAd Productions. TimeAd Productions offers voice services for business presentations, documentary narrations, radio, television, imaging, and commercials, movie trailers, corporate phone systems, websites, audiobooks, and more. Visit or contact us online at www.timeadproductions.com.
Welcome back to Bison Field. 2-run lead for W&J. Defensive changes for Thomas Moore. Krista Sumi, who entered a half inning ago as a pinch runner for Stacy Stewart, will stay in the game. She'll play third base. Moving from third to first base is Jamie Ertl. And pitcher Dallas Knotts will remain in the pitcher circle working in relief. Abby Cunningham will start the 7th. Chance for some insurance here for the Presidents. Pitch low and in, ball 1. Last opportunity for insurance before the bottom of the 7th. Dallas Knotts working to Cunningham, who's 1 for 3 this morning. Single and a run scored. Soft flare toward shortstop Walter, who moves to her left to make the catch. 1 out.
That ball was in on the fist of Cunningham.
Now batting, number 21, Rachel Marks.
Knotts has retired 5 in a row as she delivers inside to Rachel Marks, ball 1. The unfortunate thing for Knotts is the last hit she allowed was a 2-run homer to Jen Boehm, and that's the difference in the game. 1-0. Off-speed pitch, out in front with the swing and the miss, Rachel Marks. 1-1. The count, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 7th. Presidents leading 7-5. 1-1. Fly ball shallow right, drops in for Marks for a base hit. 1 out single. Second hit of the day for Marks. Brings up Sadie Merrick, 1 for 2. A single and a stolen base in the first inning. Also a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd. And that sacrifice bunt, following that, 2 wild pitches uncorked by then pitcher Mamie Salzer, allowed Rachel Marks to score in that frame. And so W&J with a little small ball in that inning. They've played small ball and long ball in this game. After a strike on the first pitch, 0-1 rolled hard and foul third base way. Now 0-2 on Merrick. At first is Marks. And 0-2, Merrick, roller to first. Played by Ertl. Throw to second with Walter covering there. She'll hold on to the softball. No throw to first. Would not have been in time to get Merrick. So fielder's choice goes 3-6 to retire Marks. 2 outs in the 7th.
Now batting number 33, Emily Watson.
Nice play from Ertl to quickly pivot and set her feet there to get that out at second base.
Emily Watson accepts a strike on the outer part of the plate. And remember, Ertl moved from third to first.
Right, for her to have that sense of mind and to be able to put those feet in line to make that throw. Very easily could have been a ball sent into left center field there.
0-1 a strike. Here's the 0-2 from Knotts. Cued foul ball off the end of the bat, third base side. Count will stay 0-2 on Watson. Watson with an RBI single in the 5th inning. 1 for 3 overall. Oh, 2 outside. Of the 7 runs scored by W&J today, 6 of the 7 have come after 2 outs. 2 outs right now, 1-2. Low to Watson, 2-2. Hit a 2-out, 2-run triple in the 2nd by Brianna Gleason. Solo homer with 2 outs in the 4th. An RBI single with 2 outs in the 5th, followed by a 2-run homer. Here, a strikeout, though, with 2 outs by Emily Watson will finish off the top of the 7th. A base hit and 1 left on for the Presidents. We move to the bottom of the 7th. The score, W&J 7, Thomas More 5.
When you are in need of fast, affordable, and professional voiceovers, contact TimeAd Productions. TimeAd Productions offers voice services for business presentations, documentary narrations, radio, television, imaging, and commercials, movie trailers, corporate phone systems, websites, audiobooks, and more. Visit or contact us online at www.timeadproductions.com.
Tri-County Patriots for Independent Living is raising funds for renovation and new construction of the YWCA building on West Maiden Street in Washington. Triple is a membership organization of people with disabilities and their families, friends, and neighbors. Triple's vision is to embrace the Y's historic, uplifting character while creating a state-of-the-art, fully accessible community center. We are accepting various types of donations for the rehabilitation of the Y. Visit ywca.triple.com or call 724-223-5115 for more information.
Bottom of the 7th, and W&J trying to close out a victory here in the first game of the PAC Softball Championships as the Presidents go to Emily Watson in relief. Krista McCartney, 6 innings today, allows 5 runs, all earned on 8 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts.
Shortstop number 10.
And she is in line for the victory. Watson trying to pick up the save. This will be her 22nd appearance of the year. She has made 12 starts. 10-6 record with a 2.58 ERA. And first pitch, fly ball, shallow right, diving effort ball is juggled and held on to on the dive by Jen Boehm. What a catch in shallow right field. Denies a potential base hit from Anna Walter, the always tough out, and it took an exceptional catch, a juggling effort by Boehm to get it done. Laura Fink looks at a strike. That is huge. You have a 2-run game right now, and if you get the leadoff Walter on, you set the stage for a big inning for Thomas More. Here's a hard roller, but foul on the ground third base side. Fink 1 for 3 with a single. Now stay tuned to the post game. We'll hand out our Triple Player of the Game award. And we'll see how this one goes down in the end. As right now, a 2-run game, bottom of the 7th, 0-2 in the dirt, stopped by Cunningham. A new pitcher, Watson, in the game, greeted by fine defensive play by Boehm. One, two, again low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think Buddy McKay and I are in agreement for our early favorite for player of the game, but again, a couple of different things happen in this bottom of the 7th. Who knows? There's a ground ball that caroms off the diving glove of Megan Staub. Caroms to Boehm. It stays on the infield, but still results on an infield single for Laura Fink.
Number 21, Dallas Knotts.
And that's important because now the number 3 hitter at the plate, Dallas Knotts, represents the game-tying run. Knotts 0 for 3. Pitch away from Watson, ball 1.
1 out with 3-4-5 coming through the lineup for Thomas More with a runner on. 1 swing of the bat, and the dynamic has changed once again.
Inside corner for a strike. Dallas Knotts does have 1 home run this year. If you're thinking home run to tie it, 1-1 pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. Certainly Thomas More has that mindset. At minimum, 2-1, wave and a miss on a big swing by Knotts. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. W&J leading by 2. Watson's next pitch, ground ball right side of the infield and through. That'll move Fink to second. 2 on with 1 out. Now the game-tying run on the base paths for Thomas More. And sets up Mamie Salzer, who has not been retired yet today. 2 singles and a walk, 1 RBI, and a run scored. Things getting interesting here in the bottom of the 7th, as they've been interesting all game long. Salzer takes a fastball just outside. Watson wanted the strike, doesn't get it. 1-0. Tell you what, Cunningham does a nice job of framing pitches.
She's working for it, that's for sure.
1-0. High pop fly, slicing foul, and this will land in foul territory. Another diving effort by Boehm, but unable to track this one down. When you look back to the play made by Boehm, if she did not make that catch, where this inning would be for Thomas More. An exceptional play to deny Anna Walter to start this inning. Fastball inside, 2-1 on Salzer. Next pitch, liner off the glove of first baseman Figueroa and into foul territory. That'll result in a base hit. Bases are loaded. Well, actually, I should hold on that. That was a liner off the glove. It will go down as a base hit. So bases are loaded with still 1 out.
Yeah, hard line drive off the glove. Deflected way into foul territory, got all the way to the fence. I was kind of surprised not to see the attempt at the run being sent home by Coach Bramall, but nice throw to the plate. Would have made it real interesting had they tried.
Yeah, with 1 out and a 2-run deficit, playing it safe and looking for the big hit is Bria Pell, the designated player and number 5 hitter of the batting order, will bat with the bases juiced and just 1 out. The Presidents have turned 2 line-out double plays today. Strike at the knees to Appel. 0-1. 7-5 W&J leading, but a tenuous lead here in the bottom of the 7th. 0-1 from Watson, popped up, shallow left. Foul territory, chased after by the shortstop Staub. She'll make the catch, and staying put at third is Laura Fink. They had to make a leaping catch, lost her balance there for a moment. But 2 outs in the inning, and the runners have to stay put. It all comes down to Sammy Sagers now here at the bottom of the 7th.
Excellent play to stay with that as she was in a full sprint all the way almost to the fence.
Fastball outside, ball 1. Sagers 1 for 3, a single and a run scored in the 4th. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Strike delivered, 1-1 now on Sagers. Watson's 1-1. Just outside for ball 2. Watson with her right palm skyward, wanted to know where the pitch was body language-wise. Thought she had a strike. Here's the 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Again with a similar puzzled look, although that one appeared to be a little farther off the dish. 3-1, no place to put Sammy Sagers with the bases loaded. 2-run lead for W&J. Emily Watson checking in to try and close it out. 3-1, misses ball 4, and a bases loaded walk by Sagers brings home Fink. Bases stay loaded, and it's a 1-run game, 7-6.
Make or break moment here. Something's going to happen.
Jamie Ertl.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Now it's Jamie Ertl. Pitch a strike from Watson. Ertl, right-handed hitter. She's 0 for 2 with a walk today. Struck out looking in the 2nd. All of those plate appearances coming against the starter, Krista McCartney. Watson outside, 1-1. W&J clinging to a 7-6 lead. 1 run already in here for Thomas Moore in the 7th. Hard ground ball through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Game is tied at minimum. Here comes Sulzer. She'll score, throw off line, and that's your ball game. The Thomas Moore Saints win it on a walk-off 2-run single by Jamie Ertl. Your final score, Thomas Moore 8, W&J 7.
What a way to end it. Tough way for W&J to let that game get away. But that's what we saw all day. Back and forth, expected really nothing less out of Thomas Moore as the way this game went. And with them being one of the leaders in the offensive category, you knew they weren't going anywhere just yet. You were going to have to finish all the way through today.
So our first game of the day ends in walk-off fashion. And we mentioned 4 lead changes. Well, the 5th lead change would be your final of the game as Thomas Moore rallies with 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th for the walk-off win, and Jamie Ertl with the game-winning base hit, a 2-run single to score Knotts and Sulzer. And Thomas Moore with the 8-7 victory. We'll pause for a break. When we come back, we'll hand out our triple Player of the Game award on the PAC Sports Network.
Beachy's Place, located at 400 West Pike Street in the Meadowlands, is the restaurant and bar that has been serving home-cooked food for over 60 years. Located just minutes from the Tanger Outlets, the Meadows, and the Racetrack Road hotels, you can enjoy a different event every night like Wing Night, Speakeasy Saturday, and Build Your Own Night. On any day, you can see their culinary team hard at work bringing new flavors to the small town of Meadowlands. Visit them at beachysplace.com and see the online menu and daily specials, or call them at 724-222-7079. Beachy supports the local farms, butchers, and breweries by using their products as their ingredients every day. Beachy's Place, specializing in comfort food for local people with local flavors from a local family.
When you're seriously in debt, you know that feeling. It returns every time the phone rings. Things are out of control. A job you were counting on didn't come through, or you got sick. No matter how it got to this point, your creditors don't care or understand, but I do. It's not too late. I can help. If you're embarrassed, overwhelmed, or frustrated, don't be. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help, and you do need help. Please call me. There is a way out, and I'll get you there.
When you are in need of fast, affordable, and professional voiceovers, contact TimeAd Productions. TimeAd Productions offers voice services for business presentations, documentary narrations, radio, television, imaging, and commercials, movie trailers, corporate phone systems, websites, audiobooks, and more. Visit or contact us online at www.timeadproductions.com.
Welcome back to Bison Field, and what a finish we had in our first game of the day. Thomas More sneaking out with an 8-7 victory over W&J. We had 5 lead changes, and the final lead change, a walk-off winner for the Thomas More Saints, a 2-run single by Jamie Ertl. We're going to give you a brief recap of the scoring in this one, as shortly we'll have Game 2 of the PAC Softball Championships, which will pit the St. Vincent Bearcats against the host Bethany Bison. Well, Thomas More taking a 1-0 lead at the bottom of the first inning on a 2-out RBI single by Mamie Salzer, but W&J answering back at the top of the second with a 2-out 2-run triple by Brianna Gleason. The Presidents had a 2-1 lead. Lead would swell to 3-1 in the third inning after a leadoff single by Rachel Marks. A sac bunt pushed her to second, courtesy of Sadie Merrick, and then 2 wild pitches from starter Mamie Salzer for the Saints allowed Marks to score, making it 3-1 W&J. In the fourth inning, a 2-out solo homer by Shalise Wilson, a controversial one, which was initially ruled a foul ball toward the foul pole, but overruled by the home plate umpire, made it a home run, and it was 4-1 W&J. Thomas More scored 4 in the bottom of the fourth to take a 5-4 lead. A bases-loaded walk brought home the first run of the inning, courtesy of Stacy Stewart. Then an RBI groundout by Katie Luck cut it to a 4-3 game, and a 2-out 2-run triple by Anna Walter dropped nicely down the right field line, brought home a pair, the Saints with a 5-4 lead. Again, we would seesaw back. W&J with 2 outs at the top of the fifth. An RBI single by Emily Watson, even the score 5-5, and then Jen Boehm with a 2-run blast to deep left center gave the Presidents a 7-5 lead. That lead held until the bottom of the seventh. Krista McCartney, 6 innings. She was removed for Emily Watson to try and close it in the seventh. She could not. Watson allowing 3 consecutive 1-out singles to load the bases, then receiving a pop-out by Bria Pell to put 2 outs on the board, but Thomas More with the dramatic bases-loaded walk to cut it to a 1-run game at 7-6, and then a game-winning 2-run single by Jamie Ertl, scoring Dallas Knotts and Mamie Salzer to give the Saints an 8-7 victory. And your pitching totals, Krista McCartney for W&J, 6 innings, gives up 5 runs all earned on 8 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Emily Watson, the loser, falls to 10-7. She goes 2/3, giving up 3 runs all earned on 4 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. For Thomas More, Mamie Salzer, no decision, 4 innings, allows 4 runs all earned, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks. Dallas Knotts, the winner in relief, improves to 7-3. In 3 innings, gives up 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. And with all of that said, we move now to our Tri-County Patriots for Independent Living Triple Player of the Game Award. And Buddy McKay, who is it?
Well, we're going to go with Jamie Ertl, who posted that game-winning single up the middle, scored 2 runs for the walk-off hit. Congratulations, Jamie Ertl, Tri-County Patriots for Independent Living Player of the Game.
So that'll do it in Game 1. Game 2 on the network here momentarily, and scheduled noon start time, which we obviously won't get to. But again, stay tuned throughout the day. We'll have all your PAC Softball Championship action from start to finish. And what a start we have as Thomas More wins the opener with a walk-off 8-7. We'll take a break, and we'll talk to you in a short time as we'll have Bethany against St. Vincent when we return on the PAC Sports Network.